Start with the Mangalacharan. Om Gyantimirandasya Gyananjana Chakshurvilam Yenam Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Tadamayam Dadanti Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Gurum Sri Yutpadakamalam Sri Gurum Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatham Navitvam Tvam Swajivam Sadhavaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sayeda Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Sagana Lalita Sri Vishakha Navitam Tvam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanto Namostute Tapta Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhasya Krupa Sindhubhya Eva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय हरे कृष्णा Today we are going to read verse number 36 from chapter 1, and verse number 36 is the starting verse of the third reason not to fight, and that is sinful reaction, fear of sinful reaction. This is the third lamentation of Arjun, or third reason of the Arjun not to fight. So let's look at the verse number 36 from chapter 1. पापं मेवाश्रयदस्मान् हन्त्वेतान् आततायिन तस्मान्नर्हा वयं हन्तु धातराष्ट्रन् सबान्धवान् स्वजनं हि कथं हत्वा सुखिनः श्याम माधव. So let's look at meaning by meaning. Papam, pap eva, certainly. Ashrayat must come to us. Asman, us. Hatva, by killing. Itaha, all these. Atataina, aggressors. Tasman, therefore. Na, never. Arha, desire. Vayam, we. Hantum, to kill. Dhatarashtrana, the sons of Dhritarashtra. Sabandhavan, along with the friends. Swajanam, kinsman. He, certainly. Katham, how. Hantva, by killing. Sukhinaha, happy. Shyama, will become. Madhava, O Krishna, husband of the goddess of fortune. So, translations by His Divine Grace S.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Sin will overcome us if we slay such aggressors. Therefore, it is not proper for us to kill the son of Dhritarashtra and our friends. What should we gain, O Krishna, husband of the goddess of fortune? And how could we be happy by killing our own kinsmen? Swajanam hi katham hatva. Swajanam hi katham hatva. So, Arjun dilemma over here, that path certainly comes to us if we kill all the atatai, And who are the Atatai? Sons of the Dhatarashtrana. Dhatarashtrana? Dhutarashtra. All the Kauravas. They're saying that the Adatai. But because of sin comes to us, that's why it's not proper to kill Kaurava and Swabandhavan, so our own friends. And another way, if we kill our own Swajan, how could we be happy, Madhav? But Srila Prabhupada explained in his purport there are 6 types of aggressors. Let's look at those aggressors first. So, a poison giver, one who set a fire to the house, one who attack with the deadly weapons, one who plunder rich, one who occupy the others' lands, and one who kidnap a wife. So there are 6 types of aggressors, and all 6 types of aggressions committed by the Kaurava. And how? Because first he give a very beautiful, delicious poison cake to Bhima. Then they invited to the very beautiful home Laksagra, and they try to set fire that house. They also smartly attacked with the deadly weapon while Kaurava in exile in forest. Ah, Pandava exile in a forest. Then he took entire money and they doesn't want to give any land. They acquire all the land from Pandava. Not acquire, they took away. And they kidnapped Draupadi as well. So, all are the sins, aggressions committed by the Kaurava. And that's why they are entitled to kill according to Artha Shastra. So there is a 2 Shastra. One is Artha Shastra and one is Dharma Shastra. According to Artha Shastra, it is okay to kill all the aggressors. But, and there is no sin will come to us, or there is no sinful reaction. But according to Artha Shastra, we should forgiveful to those aggressors at the higher principle. So Arjun here want to act as a saintly person, but he doesn't want to act as a kshatriya, which is his duty, code of ethics. Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada gave a wonderful example of Sri Ramchandra Bhagwan. And Ramchandra Bhagwan set a wonderful example for all the Kshatriya. And he never hesitated to kill Ravana because he is the aggressor. He kidnapped Mata Sita Devi. But at the same time, Bhagwan Ram, very kind and very merciful for all the living being, because all the living being is part and parcel of Supreme Personality of Godhead. And today people would like to live in a Ram Rajya, but it is not possible in this Kali Yuga. So that why is called Ram Rajya, where all the pious activities happening. And at the same time, Raja protect their citizens from all the evil's eyes. And he give the very pious platform so citizens will flourish their devotional service. So that's why it's called Raj Rishi. But Arjuna, overwhelmed by the compassion, his lamentation is so high. Because of that, he even forget that the Krishna never bring any misfortune to anyone, any living being. So say nothing of his devotee. This is the last line Srila Prabhupada wrote in his purport. Let me read the last 4 lines of the purport. So the Arjuna addressed of Krishna as a Madhav, or the husband of the goddess of fortune, is also significant in this connection. He wanted to point out to Krishna that as the husband of the goddess of fortune, he should not induce Arjun to take up a matter which would ultimately bring about misfortune. Krishna, however, never brings misfortune to anyone, to say nothing of his devotee. Very beautiful. So, Arjuna act as a conditional soul under the influence of Yoga Maya. And because of that, he talking about at the level of conditional soul. So he also forgot that Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, never bring any misfortune to anyone. So how come he can bring the fortune for him? And indirectly is telling that, oh Krishna, I can see only bad things, or I can see only sin coming to me, or only I can see misfortune, even though in your presence Madhav, the goddess of the fortune, the husband of goddess of fortune. But Krishna never ever bring any misfortune to any living being. Hare Krishna.